Hello. Welcome, everybody, to a brand new Mega64 podcast. We're back. We weren't here last week. We're here this week in full force. That's right. Garrett ate that chip, and he's dead. We replaced him. Other than that, full force, the best we've ever been.
Yo! Yo! Yo, yo, yo. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yiggity, 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 yo, 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 yiggity, yo, yiggity, yo, yo, theme song.
I'm a lonely horseman, got my pistol. I'm just trying to be somebody besides a lonely horseman. Got my gun at my side. I'm just trying to be a lonely horseman, 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 lonely horseman.
Hello.
That was new form of music I'm working on inventing. Yo song.
No more. We have no. That's our music portion. We have no more time for music.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
that's fine.
I just want to give a shout out to my new sponsor. They are not officially sponsoring this podcast. They don't have it. This is
Rocco's sponsoring them.
No. Yes. I, as a lot of people know, I'm a digital influencer, and I was in Osaka, Japan, this past week, and a lot of people have been asking, why were you over there? And now I can finally talk about it. Is Tenga, which is a great company, they said, hey, come on down and give it a shot. And I said, give what a shot? And I found out when I got there. And it's great. They gave me all this. Yeah, so they've got these shirts. This is Japanese size small, so I'm doing my best. And then I thought this hat was kind of cool. And I thought it had great advice.
What's that say?
It says masturbate better. And it's just kind of cool because there's certain things in life that you don't think you can improve. You know, you're always thinking like, oh, I'm a pro at this. I mastered that. But you can always do better. And it's kind of an inspiring message. So I just want everyone to see the hat.
Nice.
There it is. I'm not going to wear that anymore because it's kind of inappropriate. But anyway, thank you all for tuning in. I'm just kidding. I'm going to wear the whole podcast. I just wanted to see the look on Sean's face.
Fucking better wear the whole fucking
Sean ran to go get that.
We
out of our luggage.
We on the way out of, so we were in Japan this last week, and we had so much shit to bring with us coming back that it was pandemonium. We had so much gear and stuff we accumulated when we were over there. It was like, oh my God, where do we put everything? And on the way out the door, it was, hey, this hat, it's going to have to go in one of those. I couldn't fit it in my personal luggage. It's going to have to go in one of these suitcases with our other camera gear and stuff like that. Yeah. And Sean took all that home, but he didn't bring it here. And
it was too important.
The plan was to wear the hat on the podcast.
We all agreed that was a necessity.
So Sean bravely flew out the door just before the podcast and raced back. But he came back a changed man. He's got a different energy now. I want to know what happened.
It was my fault. I should remember the fucking suitcases, but I didn't. My kids, my little girls especially, were very upset. I was gone for the whole week, and they didn't want me to leave, so they were crying as I left to go to the podcast.
Yeah.
So when I came back in the door,
it
was Daddy! Super excited that I came home, and I had to go get the masturbation hat. And so then I left again, and it was like 10 times worse. And Jenny's like, "Yeah, thanks, thank you,
thank you for leaving me this."
Oh no! I just thought Sean was popping in, grabbing it, and walking out.
Extra Sean time.
No,
because don't get me wrong, it sucks to have to drive over there and drive back. I thought that was going to be it.
Yeah. No, it was I had to break two little hearts.
Sean, while you were gone, there really was an intense debate of Rocco, when you get the hat, should you immediately throw it off camera? Like, there it is. All right. Anyway, it was like, ooh, what's the state going to be? Is it going to be susceptible to that? So I think I did an acceptable level.
You did okay.
Where it's like, wait a second, is he? Nah, he didn't.
Well, don't bring that energy here.
Sorry.
You gotta. Arnold Schwarzenegger said, before he goes to a weightlifting competition, he'd get a phone call said his dad died. And he would still perform at peak.
Did that happen though?
Peak performance. I actually
His
think
dad
that
did
did
die
happen
in the
once.
gym,
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't
One
that
time his
happen?
dad did die.
Didn't that happen to Weird Al? He had a show like that night. Or
Yeah,
something
he
like
still
that?
did the show.
Yeah.
I saw.
He.
Go ahead.
Oh,
The show
I was
must
just
go on.
gonna say, yeah, Weird Al's parents died.
Yeah.
That night. They both. Can you believe that they both
Carbon monoxide.
carbon
That's why.
monoxide
Hey,
poisoning,
always have an alarm for that.
and
That's weird.
and they both were gassed and they died. And he said, because people asked him like, you still did the show?
Yeah.
And he said, I wasn't going to. And then I thought, if I was on the other side of this, would I still want Weird Al to go on? Would that make my night better? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's like, you know what? Other people would want me to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to pass that. Let's be positive, whatever. It's like, dude, I just don't think I could go out and do songs about food.
Yeah,
You know what I
especially,
mean?
like I saw Smashing Pumpkins. My first concert ever was Smashing Pumpkins in '96, and that was the night Billy Corgan's mom died. And
Oh my God.
he went on, but after the show, he just stood on stage for like an hour and a half and just played the guitar, and it wasn't even. It was the sounds. It wasn't
Yeah,
even.
Yeah.
just
I was just
strumming
him trying to think it's because he was sad, and like no one knew what to do. Like, do we stay and watch this, or is this a
Yeah.
personal? I don't know. It was weird, but that's a different vibe than singing songs about food and
Yeah.
like CIA Miley Cyrus parodies.
I
I
thought
just-
you were
way
going to
different.
say Billy Corgan stayed on stage for an hour crying.
No,
Now
well, I
that,
mean, he could have been crying. I didn't see.
I would have left.
Yeah.
Don't want to see that.
I just can't even imagine that. If I was told both my parents died like right before our panel or something, it'd be
Yeah, I'm
like,
not going. I'm not going.
I just don't think I would deliver a good panel. It's not even that like I can't face anyone. It's that I just don't think I would be able to deliver.
like
I
that.
saw
I
a
don't know.
video, and it's not the same level of this, but it was Katy Perry about to go on, and Russell Brand texted her,
Yeah.
saying, "Or it's over," and they were married or whatever.
I
and
saw
it's
that.
her backstage like sobbing because she just found she's about to go on stage.
Yeah.
And then she's like you don't have to do the show, and she just walks up to the little thing, and then like all of a sudden just like. And then like
Yeah.
rises her up and she does the fucking show. It's like
Hey,
that's a pro.
That's in the Katy Perry documentary. What is it called? Like Part of
don't
Me or something? That was a surprisingly good documentary.
Yeah.
That was something that I had no desire to watch. And then multiple people said, hey, you know what? It's on Netflix. You should watch it. And I was like, what? It was legit good. It was about her like doing stuff with a record label that wouldn't release her stuff, so they had to like stealth, like go into their office and steal the files. There was like, it was actually,
That's
I was
awesome.
like, when it was over, I was like, I'm surprised how much I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
That was weird. But it has that footage in there. and
I
was
just
like
saw
blown
just
away
that,
by
but that was
Yeah.
crazy.
I also have a Tenga shirt, and I feel bad because I didn't wear it. But
Yeah.
I will
Oh
have
yeah,
to-
jacking off. Sorry, we got off subject.
We were in Osaka. We found the Tenga store. I'm gonna say it. I'm Rocco may be the food influencer. I'm the sex influencer.
Yeah.
Because I made everybody go into that store.
You
I
did.
said,
That's true.
We're
You
going
did.
in here. I think I see some shirts, maybe some other stuff.
Yeah.
We got to check this out.
Now we should say, just to back this up, some people don't know what a tanga is.
Google it. Anyways, we were in the Tenga store, and then I saw this hat, and I was like, Rocco, you have to buy this hat. He bought the hat. I'm so proud.
This is my favorite. I'm not a hat guy. I will not ever take this off my head.
So proud
It
of
really
my guy,
is
Rocco.
inspirational.
And I love this hat. I love
It's true.
Rocco.
It's true.
For wearing this hat.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is a weird thing.
Hey,
And nobody else could pull this hat off. He's the only man who gets away with this.
this is not a bit. I mean, Derek, after Rocco bought that hat, the entire trip was, dude,
I was
Rocco,
gushing.
I keep thinking about that fucking
I was
hat.
gushing.
I love that you have that hat. That hat fucking rules.
Hey,
and you
yeah,
fucking
honestly,
look wearing
we
it.
Kept
went out-
saying that to me.
we went out. I think we were like in the karaoke bar.
Yeah.
These guys don't drink, but I was, just sipping on my drink. And every once in a while, I just like giggled to myself, like, that fucking hat. That hat fucking rules.
Derek was like, this seems weird after so many years of working together, and
Yeah.
you'd think people, and you have, at this point, I've made up my mind. Derek and Sean and I don't really have any kind of new thoughts about what I think of them.
Right? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But this trip, I was like, I think Derek has a crush on me. He just kept going,
With
dude.
that hat
I
on.
fucking love
With
that
that hat
hat.
on.
all it
Fuck.
took was a masturbation hat.
You're
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
You have that
You're
hat
cool.
on. I fucking love
You're
it.
cool.
I just fucking love that. You have that. I was
sometimes
like,
you know somebody and you're like, what's the point of this person? What,
Yeah, I thought that for
this person,
a long time.
they have a personality. What's the fucking point of being that way? And then you find the hat that only they can wear, and you go, I get it now.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
piece
But
of
really,
the puzzle, now it fits.
No other person. I mean, for a second, as a joke, I put it on top of my hat just because I was holding it for Rocco, and Jerry said, "You can't wear that hat.
Yeah.
It doesn't work for you."
It doesn't.
Which I wasn't even wearing it to be
You look
funny.
like
I
a
just put it on
pervert.
to hold it.
You look like a fucking pervert with
Yeah.
that hat on.
I
Yeah,
can't.
you
I
should
can't-
not wear
I
it.
can't wear that
Rocco
hat.
is hilarious.
And I can but it's not even meant to be funny. It's just you can always improve.
Yeah.
It's
And
honestly, at a glance, a cool looking hat. It's like,
Yeah.
oh,
nice looking
cool
hat.
denim, leather patch, and then you look closer, and it's like, motherfucker.
Masturbate better.
And when I wore this around, a lot of the other people that were around, well, like English speaking people who could understand, whatever said, kept saying kind of the same thing, which was like, they'd point out the hat was funny, and then they'd go, oh yeah, well, you can't really. I mean, I've never done that and thought, well, I could have done that better, but I have.
What kind of ego do you have to have?
Yeah.
Where you think there's no room for improvement?
Well,
Like
or
you
like
fucking
you-
perfected jerking off. You rub one out and you're like,
Couldn't be better.
godlike.
Like I got a good imagination, and so I'm using that, and then I'll get it done, and then I'll
Yeah.
be like, oh, I could have thought of this other thing.
Yeah.
I had
do.
a cooler thought.
I
You're
always
inventing during.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
there's always
that was
room for perfection.
That was a hotter thought.
It happens, and I checked the time. I was like, I could have made that happen a little bit faster. Could have thought about some a little bit hotter. Maybe
It's like that last scene.
Maybe
in
I sold
Schindler's
myself
List.
short.
It's like that last scene in Schindler's List. I could have done more.
Yeah.
It's like it's
exactly like that.
yeah.
done
It's
more.
like Liam Neeson type shit.
Or maybe it's like that one. That one came a little early. Could have got a couple more strokes in that time.
Yeah.
Always room for improvement.
Yeah. So anyway, I did have that thought. So when everyone else was telling me that they've never thought that, I was just like, well, I got the hat, you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Anyway.
The
But
people
yeah.
in Japan love the hat. Everyone seemed to.
I wore it absolutely everywhere,
And-
except we went to one store in kind of I don't know what that area is of Osaka, but it was a lot of like nerdier stuff, like figure stores,
It
whatever.
was Denden town, right?
Is that what it was?
Yeah, it was
and
Denden.
one of the stores was called like Kids Time or Time for Kids or something like that.
It was.
And I was
yeah.
just like,
Rocco's like,
Yeah.
we should go check out Time for Kids. I was like, in that hat, that statement has
and
a
I
different.
immediately started feeling bad.
different
I was like,
context.
Ooh, I'm gonna change.
Who's the bigger pervert? The person who wears that hat or the person who considers himself the perfect masturbator? Okay,
Who's more foolish, the
Yeah,
fool or
exactly.
the fool who jacks off more perfect?
yeah.
Classic
So-
Phantom Menace. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, we were in Japan, as we said. We're gonna say it about 30 more times.
Yeah.
But what was the real reason we were there? I'm not gonna tell you.
We can't say it yet. Yeah.
Eating ramen.
Wanted
Yeah.
some good ramen.
I wanted to try ramen.
Nothing-
Hey,
Nothing cut it over here.
Japan got ramen figured out. Those guys, they nailed it. No, we were there. We were there to make something. You'll see it later.
It was
but
a whirlwind trip, though.
It was a whirlwind. Seriously. So let's rewind this even further. So since the last time we've done the podcast, it was an incredible span of, I don't know how many hours, but we did a thing at TwitchCon. We went to TwitchCon. Let's start there.
Yeah.
We went to TwitchCon, which was actually in our backyard this year. It was in San Diego. It was where they do Comic-Con, which it was really weird being in there.
Yeah.
Not
To
during
have it not
Comic-Con.
be Comic-Con. It was
weird.
like, ooh.
There's a time that Garrett and I were talking on the show floor, and I looked
Yeah.
around, I'm like, this is exactly where our booth is.
Oh, yeah.
I think we were just drawn to this spot because we were in the same spot where our booth
Yep,
would
I
have
went
been.
to the
Yeah.
bathroom at the normal one we always walk to, and it was so weird. It was
Yeah.
surreal.
Yeah. So we did that real quick. And I just want to go over some highlights from TwitchCon just for a second. I got the Twitch socks.
Thank God. Thank you.
And that's about it. We
No, I had
all
a-
did it.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, we did our thing on the Jackbox stage.
I had such a great time. We played Party Pack 6, which isn't
That
out
was
yet.
fun.
yeah. That was
Coming
awesome.
soon. Had the best time. Those games were so much fun. Being on stage was fun. It was great. I had a great time doing that.
Yeah, it was really cool. They Garrett was there as well. Kevin won every game.
Yeah.
No, I won the comedy games.
Oh, I'm sorry. You
I won the
one that
funny-
the
mattered.
funniest game.
Anything that had to do with comedy, I won.
There was one that literally said, "We're going to give the award for comedy. Like you will win comedy." if you win this, and Kevin won that.
Yep.
So it goes to show you,
How
maybe a
perfect
little
of
more,
a-
a
of an
little more
analysis
testing
that
might
game
need to
is.
go into that game before shipping. But it was a lot of fun. We played. What was a trivia murder party and what
Two,
were the
yeah,
other ones?
and then there was like a
I forgot what the alien
joke
one was.
boat. Don't push the button. Is that what it's called? I don't
Yeah.
remember.
They're all
Yeah.
fun.
It was so much fun.
Yeah.
So we did that, and then literally when we were done, we had to race back here to the studio because we filmed a major thing here, a major scene for something.
We can say what, can't we?
I don't know what the policy is for that.
Yeah, it was a big version
Yeah.
4 shoot.
It was a big version 4 scene. I just don't want to keep bringing it up, and it's like, but you still can't see it.
Yeah, but
like,
I think people like to know that we're still working on and doing big shoots for it. That's a good thing.
Which was cool. I thought that would be fun, but yeah, we can't go into it. But it ended up. I had a really good time filming that because someone planned it out, helped us plan it out. I don't know.
It was a lot of fun.
It was fun.
It was a lot of
fun.
So we shot that through the day. Then I'm just going to speak for myself. Came home, packed my shit. I didn't even go to bed.
Yeah.
I just packed my shit, and then it was like 4 a.m. Went to the airport to fly to Japan. And I didn't sleep until I sat down on the airplane, and then I fucking slept like a baby. Oh my God, I was out in 2 seconds.
Did you fall
So
asleep
how
on
did
the
it go for
airplane?
you guys?
Because I'm very curious, because you do not have good flights.
I have the worst flights. The flight there, I was able to fall asleep uncomfortably for probably about an hour and a half.
I've never seen you do that.
No. I will jump ahead quickly. The flight home, Derek was sitting behind me, and then there was a guy next to me, and he's like, dude, I had the row all to myself. I'm like, what? You hit the fucking jackpot, Derek. And then I looked up, and they're like 4 rows behind him, empty row. So I went to the stewardess, I'm like, is anyone in that row? And she's like, you can have it. Dude, laid out, I slept for like 7 hours on that
When
thing.
you have your own row on international, it is great.
Game changing.
So
Yeah.
good.
Oh. So I was able to fall asleep on the plane.
Nice.
Yeah. It was fucking great.
Were you able to? You okay with that?
Yeah, I can sleep fine on a plane.
I didn't know how that was for you.
I foolishly spent 4 hours doodling in my notebook, and then I was like, shit, I should get some sleep. I didn't realize the ride home, we were going to be traveling for 21 hours. I think
When it was all said and done,
I think
it
I got
was
4
huh?
hours of sleep in the course of 21 hours.
It was like layovers and stuff like that.
Yeah, I
or-
do this thing whenever I go home from a trip, whether usually I leave like PAX East.
Yeah.
Whenever I leave the booth to go home, I start a timer.
Literally,
and then
as soon as you step out of the
out of the booth, I start it, and then I go. And then the second I get to my doorstep, I hit stop and to see what I get. And like PAX East, it averages like 10 and a half hours or whatever after everything. But yeah, this one was like 21 hours, 45 minutes to get home from leaving the hotel to getting to the doorstep.
Yeah, and that's not like the flight was that long. It was
No.
just everything from stepping out the door,
Yeah,
through,
Picking up your
like
bags,
getting the
all that
walking
to
in
the,
and
the
home,
bus
yeah.
ride from the Osaka airport to the hotel was like over an hour. It was a whole thing.
All the logistics were kind of gnarly.
Yeah.
On the way there, I slept like a baby. It was a long flight though. On the way there was like 12 hours. So I honestly slept like, seriously, I broke personal records. I slept like 7 or 8.
like a full night.
Like
yeah.
I fucking was out.
Yeah.
But still, you're awake for like 4 or 5 hours. It was still a long flight.
Yeah.
Now the way back was only like 9 hours. I slept almost all of that, but it was hard because they put me. We were all at different row. Like you had your own row or whatever.
Right,
however
right.
that worked out. I got cramped in a row away from them with these other guys. I'm next to the old Japanese guy, and then this other dude. And then once they closed the cabin doors, they were like, "Oh, there's some empty seats. You guys can spread out." And the guy on the end was like, "Oh, hell yeah!" And he went and sat in the front of some other aisle with more leg room and stuff like that. The old Japanese guy did not get up. He
next to you.
He is
Oh, so
like
it's
practically in my lap.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Didn't scoot to
what?
the
And
next-
then they're okay. We're about to take off. We're going to the tarmac, and we're gonna. The guy's talking, and the plane is in motion. It's like, is this guy seriously not gonna move? Like, I could have this whole row to myself if this guy just fucking gets up.
Yeah.
And he just kept like writing things down. He was like, I don't know. He was like laying things out of his briefcase and like looking and like taking notes and stuff. He had like work to do, and I'm like, does this guy know he can move? So once it started to it's like, dude, we're about to take off. I was like, you can move there, and then we'll have room. And then he like looked a bunch of times. You know, had to work through the language barrier.
Yeah, sure.
And he looked and then he stood up, sat at a further seat, and then looked back at me, and he just went, like more room.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah. And he went, and he moved over there. And
That's
then I had all the room to spread out.
And that was on the way
Oh,
back.
and then I slept flumped that entire
Yeah,
flight.
when you have your own row, you sleep.
Game changer.
I slept 8 of the 9 hours. Like seriously, I was out.
I had a whole row to myself. 3 pillows.
Yeah.
3 blankets.
Oh, nice.
Do you take your shoes off on the plane?
Always.
No. What?
I've never done that
I
before.
don't do that.
except-
You do?
but-
What?
I was
Shoes
on
off,
a
belt
flight.
off.
I was
Belt
on a
off.
flight to Osaka, and there was a little Japanese lady. She was like she was a young lady. She was, let's say, a Japanese girl, and she took her shoes off, and I was like, Japan style.
I take my shoes off. I do, but they stay under the seat. They
yeah.
in front of me.
Where else
That's
would you
it.
put 'em?
I've seen some people put some
What, like
bare
the
feet in some.
pouch?
It wasn't me.
I've seen
No.
one person do that, and it smelled like fucking cup of noodles on the plane. I am never taking my shoes off. Fuck that.
My feet don't smell.
No.
Your feet smell like cup of
I
noodles?
don't want to risk anybody else. No, my feet smell great, but
That was the problem.
it's just I feel like it's rude kind of to other people, don't you think?
Nah.
Your feet
They're not
smell
going to
great.
know.
Like I'm next to you and I'm taking my shoe. I just feel like it's a I don't know.
Your feet smell great. You said it yourself. There's no problem.
I wouldn't want someone next to me being like, "All right, I don't know."
No, I don't get it. They don't
Take
go
my shoe
anywhere
off
near.
and go, all right, check this out.
You
you ever seen one of these before?
What's wrong with your shoes?
I kick my shoes off. I basically they're under the seat at all points.
Nothing's wrong with your shoes. I've never taken my shoes off on a flight except for the 12-hour flight to
It's
Japan.
only international. I
12 hours.
never
thought,
do it.
Hey, I'm gonna be here for 12 hours. I'm gonna get comfy.
Yeah, why not?
I always
Why
get
not?
comfy.
Yeah.
I never do it for normal flights, but
No.
any international flight I do.
Yeah. If you're above 10 hours,
Yeah,
fucking go for it.
my
I
shoes
was
need to come off at
thinking
some point.
when you go to Japan, they have like a pretty much no shoes policy. We went to a restaurant where they made us take our shoes off.
That's
Yeah,
I'm
we
taking
did.
my shoes off on the plane.
That restaurant
yeah.
was the craziest thing. We have probably 10,000 stories. I don't know what we're allowed to say on this trip because we did so much, and I don't know who we say was there, or I don't know.
Well,
I
we
don't
don't
know.
need to go into that,
food
but
and where
let's
you
talk about
sites,
the
yeah,
overall
the
experience.
place we went. Yeah.
Okay.
That
So
restaurant was
we
incredible.
did have people though who were kind enough to show us around the city, which was great because I felt like we had these like insiders showing us around, translating things for us, getting us by because it was a different world, obviously. And so like I don't speak any Japanese, so just to have someone like, oh, that sign says bathroom, I was like, oh, thank God, now I know, whatever. But they took us to this restaurant where you sit in a giant boat, and there is a moat that goes all the way around the boat, and you fish off the side of it. And you catch a fish, and then the server, someone bangs this drum like boom, 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 and then they ask you how they want you to serve the fish, and they're gonna kill it for you.
Like you catch your dinner. Now, I said this. I shot a little personal channel video I'll put up at some point, but I said this is taking Korean barbecue to the next level. Like I know obviously it's not barbecue or Korean, but the same. You know what I mean? Like you actually cook it on your own table. You know what I mean? Like we're not going to cook it for you. You do it. This is just the next level where we were literally catching our dinner. It's alive, and then we catch it and make it not alive.
Dude, Derek caught a fish, and then we were eating it 2 minutes later. It was fucking crazy.
It was crazy. On the way in there, Sean expressed a lot of reservation. He was like, I don't know how I feel about this. And I was like, dude, someone's killing the fish to put on your table, whether it's you or them.
Right.
What's the moral issue? And Sean's response was, I know. But I still.
Yeah.
It was like
I
it
can't
makes
tell you
sense,
why
but-
I feel this way. I just do. Where it's like I don't want to look the thing alive in the eye
Yeah.
before I eat it. And that is, I mean, I am not a hunter. That is, I know it's like that is like, hey, this guy sucks. He can't do this. It's just who I am. Like I feel bad. Like I had the fishing pole for a second, and every time a fish came by, I lifted the thing up out of the water because I felt like I don't want it.
So was it actually a hook and
yeah.
a bait
Yes,
and everything
it
like that?
was-
So
awesome.
yeah, so it was hooked with a bait,
Yeah.
But you could also, if you wanted to resort to it, you could go get a big net. You could
okay.
go into fuck it mode. And
You couldn't
get
put
a
a knife in your teeth
Now,
and just dive
this
in.
river wasn't a natural river. Like Rocco, I think. Did you say it? Or someone said it, like these fish are already dead. Like they're already
in
dead.
there to be eaten.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
and I feel like we might be giving people the wrong impression because we weren't actually on a boat on a river.
No.
It's just the
right?
eating area was fashioned to look like you're on a big boat.
yeah, and
it's
there were-
a big like just flat area with a bunch of tables on it,
And like a small
but
rowing
then
boat
like
going around.
the edge of this area is like the edge of a boat, and then
Yeah.
there's water there with just fish swimming freely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We'll show a picture or something.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
pull the
yeah.
fish
I took,
out.
took plenty
I
of them.
caught a fish. I caught the fish. I didn't like holding the fish. It was flopping around and stuff.
Yeah, see, that's the part.
That made me feel uncomfortable.
I had no problem actually catching a fish, like the moral aspect of it or whatever. It was just I'm a klutz, and I know this thing flipping around is.
So, like,
I'm gonna
dealing
When
let
they
you
with it
brought
out.
it
after
back
it's on
on
your
the
line.
plate, I was much happier to see the fish. Like, we meet again, and you
Yeah.
taste good. I don't even like fish, but that was the most delicious fish I've had in my
fresh.
life.
Right?
And maybe
It's-
it's the fact that they
It's
just
probably the freshest fish
Yeah,
you've ever
they
eaten.
killed it 5 seconds before I ate it. Maybe that's the key, but it was so good.
No, I
and
wanna,
then
Oh yeah, go ahead.
sorry, but
No.
they told me, our host said, in Japan, it's good luck to eat the fish eye. So
Yeah.
I put those chopsticks, caved in that skull, plucked it out, Kill Bill style. I ate the eye.
The eye.
Derek is making it sound a little quicker than it actually transpired. There was a lot of.
Well, I thought they were fucking with me, but then I was like,
too.
all right, I'll eat this eye.
I got video of that too, so we're good.
And then I tried to get Sean to eat the eye, but he wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do
Could,
it.
could you
wouldn't
get
do
it
it.
raw? Like, could you get it sashimi
So,
or anything?
so Derek had it where half of it they fried.
Okay.
And then the other half.
They
well,
boiled, I think.
Yeah, what
Or
was
baked,
it?
I don't know.
Baked or boiled.
They,
Yeah.
It
they-
still looked like a fish.
They fried it. They fried half of it as a fillet kind of thing. Where it
Okay.
was just like eating like a fillet of fish almost.
Yeah.
Not the McDonald's one, but But then the other half, they did like a tempura kind of style thing. It's like they did it two different ways. But another person who caught a fish, they got it pure raw, brought it back on the table. Hey, we
Just
cut it up,
chopped
eat it.
pieces? Oh, that's good.
And I had it both ways. That was I know it no duh, but it was the freshest fish I've ever had.
People in
Yeah.
the chat wondering what did the eye taste like?
Yeah.
Didn't really taste like anything. It was very hard.
Was it chewy?
It was like kind of like imagine eating a pencil eraser
Oh.
that was like a little bit chalky when you bite into it.
Oh, fuck that.
What? It doesn't taste bad.
Yikes.
It
It's
doesn't
just
sound good.
it's just tougher than you think. It's not like it doesn't pop like a grape. It's not juicy.
Yeah.
It wasn't salt. It didn't taste like anything. It tasted kind of like chalk.
Yeah.
It was like putting a little pencil eraser in your mouth and just
Oh, it's
chewing it.
gnarly.
I ate the eye.
Well, all I was going to say about it was that I was the one going, Sean, come on. What are you freaking out for? Come on. But really, when that thing was laying on the table, the fish we just met, and then its face is looking at us, it's all cooked up. I was like, "This is pretty." It wasn't even that the restaurant was screwed up. I was
No.
like, just life is screwed up.
You know what?
You know what I mean? Like we're just gonna eat this fucker that we just met.
I'm gonna make it a tradition every time I go to Japan. I'm gonna eat a fish eye. I'm
Hell
gonna
yeah.
re-up on my lucky buff.
Yeah.
My luck potion. And if you don't eat an eye, I'm gonna judge you. I'm gonna think you're weak.
Yeah,
So I'm just saying that.
That seems
throwing
fair.
that out there.
Yeah.
seems fair.
Sure.
But we went there. We had, oh my God, we ate, the one thing that we were told to check out in Osaka. This is like the food episode.
Well,
but the one
they
thing
all are.
we were told constantly to check out was the takoyaki, which is like squid balls,
right.
like
Octopus.
fried
Oh, they're
octopus
so
balls.
good.
Yeah, fried octopus balls.
Not their balls, like
Eh,
balls of octopus.
however you get it.
Okay.
Love me takoyaki.
And onomiyaki.
Oh, no.
Is that like a cabbage pancake or
Yes,
a pancake?
yes,
Those
yes.
things
Yeah.
are good. Yeah,
Oh
I made
my-
those at home before.
Those that started.
yours
it
are probably
there.
better, honestly.
Really?
I'd probably like to have that.
Yeah, I'm sure he nailed it. But no, that is like a specialty in Osaka. I'm sure I said it wrong, but okonomiyaki. That's what it is. And that was fucking incredible. Like he just put a bunch of stuff in there, and they were putting a bunch of fluids on this thing. They were drizzling stuff on this. It's like a big pancake with they just take a bunch of shit, put it on the grill, and make a big like
It's
pancake
not really
thing
a
out of it.
pancake.
No, not
Yeah,
really,
it's
but it's
just
just
like-
all
it's like a batter
fried
It's
together.
like cabbage with the batter in it, like an
Yeah.
egg
And then you got
based
shrimp and
thing,
stuff,
and
right?
then there's like
Yeah,
you
shrimp
put
was in
sauce,
Squid,
shrimp in
fish.
there. There's some mayonnaise, some like
Yeah.
gravy sauce on top. It was good.
Yeah, but then he drizzled something on it. It did look, yes, the chat, it did look like a jism glaze. It was Japanese mayo. And man, I forgot how much I love Japanese mayo. So after that meal, I was drizzling it on everything. I was putting extra on everything. And it was great. I gained a lot of weight in Japan.
So my favorite part, we went to a karaoke bar. I love doing karaoke here in America, and I really want to do Japanese karaoke. And everybody there was like, all right, we'll go karaoke. Do you want to get a room? I don't like room karaoke. In fact, I fucking despise room karaoke.
Oh.
If I could be honest, I hate it.
Oh, I've never done it.
I wouldn't go
Karaoke in a room?
With just your friends?
Yeah.
I've never done that.
Rocco has his own opinion. I despise it. If anybody says room karaoke, I just don't want to do it because it turns into, oh, I'm with my friends. I'll fuck around. Calling in my skin.
Yeah.
When they don't try to make the song sound nice.
Yeah.
When you're out in public, you feel like, oh, I should.
I gotta
sing
do
this.
a good performance.
I
Yes.
gotta do my
I'm
best
performing.
because these
Yeah.
people don't know me. I can't be funny guy.
I told Derek my take. I told him that I really think the room karaoke you got to be in the zone with the right people, because I've gone with where it was like 4 people total and we're all on the same page and it was like Rock Band. It was like and we were actually doing, you know what I mean? Like I feel like I've done it with like-minded people and I've had a really good time. But then I've done it with a big group of people and there's jokers who just keep doing Linkin Park.
Well,
and
congratulations. 'cause
fucking
I've
spikes
never
it.
had
Yeah.
I've never had that experience.
Yeah.
It's always I came in like a wrecking ball.
Yeah.
Ew. So I
You did that
insisted-
the last time I did room karaoke. That was you.
No. I sang Black Eyed Peas and I sang it well.
Okay.
Meet me halfway. I insisted we do public karaoke
Yeah.
in Japan, which
Yeah.
I was almost like, is this even a thing? Do they have public karaoke here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't aware either.
I'm glad I insisted
Oh, yeah.
because it was basically room karaoke. The
was
bar
strangers.
was smaller than this podcast
Yeah,
set.
it was.
And it
Awesome.
was us and like 4 other people, so 7 people.
In our group, yeah.
3 locals, 2 bartenders, and that was it.
That was
in like a
it.
bedroom where the microphones are just on the bar. So there's like no standing. The stage is like the size of this thing right here in the middle. This is the stage right here. You can stand on that if you want, or you can sit at the bar. You have the bartender's full attention, like
Yeah.
full
They're stuck with
service.
you.
Okay.
And then when you're singing, they just have this TV on a swivel that they like point at you. And I was like, okay, best of both worlds.
Yeah.
We were singing, and then the Japanese local would sing. This one Japanese girl sang Evangelion theme.
She killed it too.
Yeah,
I
she
had
did
to,
great.
I wanted to sing along so bad, but I didn't want to upstage her by doing it better.
How's the setup with picking your song? Like, is it?
It's
is
like
it-
an
a little-
iPod,
same
an
wireless
iPad,
device.
and
Okay,
they
cool.
have every song ever written.
Yeah.
It was amazing. So
Cool.
that
Yeah.
maybe best karaoke experience of all time.
It was.
It wasn't
yeah.
in that. Also, like where we were, a lot of time was like the tourist places of Osaka, which is fine by me because I'm a tourist and I've never seen anything like this. And
Sure.
I'm into it. But that was not. It was like a weird off-branch city, and this was down a dark alley, and then it was into another dark place that looked like a storage unit, and then there was this. Open the door, and there's this little bar in the middle of fucking
Nice.
nowhere. And I was
It
like,
really
we are
was
in Japan.
It really was like a little secret bar, and it was like after midnight in this little. I mean, you wouldn't even know it was there
Well, I
unless
think
someone
every
told you. It
bar
was so cool.
in that we saw in Osaka was like a little secret.
Yeah, we went to a
Yeah.
bar called Space Station, which I guess a fan owns.
Yeah, we went into this video game. It was a video game themed bar in just. You go up these stairs that had LEDs all over them, and then you're in this like little secret video game themed bar. And it was, again, as big as this podcast set, maybe. And it was an American behind the bar, and he's like, "Whoa, you guys." I was like, "What?" And he's like, "I visited your booth at PAX East in 2014." And I said, "If you ever come to Osaka, come to a game themed bar." I was like, "What the fuck? We're here?" It was just so weird.
Shout out to Matt, owner and operator, proprietor of
Space
Space Station.
Station.
If you're in Osaka,
It was awesome.
you can visit Space Station. It's run by an American guy. His name's Matt. He's really cool, and it's
He's a soldier, internet soldier.
Self-serve retro video games: Nintendo, Super Famicom, Dreamcast.
Awesome.
And what's nice, this is what I fucking love about Japan. By the way, fuck America, okay? I'm that guy. Goes to Japan once, comes home. America sucks. That video game
weeb in the
theme
making.
bar,
Yeah.
all the video games were perfectly organized.
Yeah, they were.
And they were just
Yeah.
like in a row. So nice and neat. You could just like go through them. I'm thinking like, if this was in America, this shit would be on the floor. There'd be fucking drinks spilled all over
Yeah,
this.
totally,
People would be like
totally.
fucking writing their name on it, drawing stupid pictures on it, fucking pissing on it and stuff. Like, it was just so nice and clean and organized.
Yeah.
Everything there is though. Like it was really it really is such another world, you know, and a lot of people are, you know, just so polite to us and so nice. I want to talk about, I don't know if there's other stuff we want to cover, if I'm jumping around a little too much, but
No, you're fine.
I want to talk about the ultimate comparison. The ultimate comparison between Japan and the United States, where
The
definitively
TSA.
a line was drawn where I seriously had a moment with Derek where he was like, whoa, there it is right there.
Can I set the stage? Because I think I know what we're about to talk about.
Okay, sure.
Gather around, kids. Story time. You're going to want to go to Japan after this. We're at the airport in Osaka, going to the ticket counter. We just arrived. We need to check our bags. We need to get our boarding
This is
passes.
to leave. We're going
we
back
want to
home.
go home.
Yeah.
And I need to pull up my boarding pass to check a bag, but it's digital boarding pass. It's emailed to me. So first I need to open my email. I need to log on to the airport's Wi-Fi. So I'm trying to do all this stuff, you know, taking a few seconds. And this woman comes up. She works for the airline in Japan. And
Yeah,
she
for
speaks,
like Nippon Airways
yeah,
or
and she
whatever.
speaks perfect English, kind of with like a sultry, it's almost like a living Alexa, just like, oh, yes, if you need some assistance, go right up there to the counter. And it's like, no, I just need to find my ticket. Well, if you need to print your ticket, go to the kiosk right there. And we're trying to explain, like, no, I have my ticket. It's in I just need to log into the airport Wi-Fi. And Rocco, admittedly, is kind of giving her a little bit of the blow off. He's there with me, and Rocco's just like, no, it's fine. He just needs to open up the internet. It's on. We have it. It's on email.
We have our
It's
passes.
on the
We don't
email.
need to check in. We got
And
'em.
she looks at Rocco, and I thought she was going to, you know, I don't know, confront you or something.
She leaned in kind of close
Yeah,
to me.
well, first I should say, when she's talking to me, I felt she was uncomfortably close too. She's like right here, like, oh yes, can I help you? I was like, no, I just blah 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 blah. She turns to Rocco, and what happens next?
So she gets close to me, and I thought she was going to tell me off too, like
Yeah.
I'm doing something wrong. She gets close to me and she goes, "Your voice is so sexy." When you said, what did I say? It was like-
this is. Listen up, people.
She started to imitate me.
Rocco
kind of.
is like, no, we're just opening up the email. He has it. It's just gonna open the email. She turns to him. She leans in. She goes, "Your voice is very sexy." As if
Yeah,
like it's
she was,
as,
like,
as if
imitating-
it's like deep and
Yeah.
like rugged.
because
Yeah.
my voice was blown out from karaoke the night before, so I was kind of talking like that.
And then
There-
we laugh.
Now there is I wasn't privy to this. I was in line and I look back. Derek has this laugh that you only hear when he is like surprised and a little uncomfortable. That I've only heard a couple times. Like, but it's like yeah. I was like, what? And then Rocco's going like, thank you. I'm like, what the
I
fuck?
was so caught off guard.
Yeah, so we walk over to Sean. I'm like, Sean, that woman just told Rocco he had a sexy voice.
And I'm just saying, like, fuck off. No way.
Yeah, and
no
then,
way.
And then she's like walking around behind us, like looking at us. It's
she
like,
keeps staring at Rocco.
Rocco, you gotta go talk to her again. You gotta, I say something like, I took care of those bags. I checked them real good.
The bags are taken care of.
We're like looking for an opportunity to talk to her, and then we get our tickets, and we're walking away, and she's like, "Oh, have a good flight."
Oh yeah.
Oh, I can tell this part.
Yeah, tell this part.
So the whole time she's circling us, and I'm like, I was caught off guard, so I'm just like, and at one point Sean was like, "Give her your business card or something." I'm like, "Well, I don't." That's
the whole process.
This is weird. I don't know what this is, but whatever. Anyway, we're starting to walk away, and I'm like, "Well, I am gonna say something else."
say
now.
something.
Gotta
now.
use
So
the voice.
we walk away, and I'm already like. And she's like, "Goodbye, have a nice flight, enjoy your flight." She says goodbye, and I go, "Bye, thanks again for all your help." And she goes, enjoy your flight. And I go, you too. Blew it.
Without missing a beat. Here I go, I blew it.
I went, fuck, I blew it.
And he walks away laughing.
I seriously didn't even wait a second. Didn't even wait to get away from her face.
No, he said
she goes, enjoy your flight. You too. Fuck, I blew it. Walked away. Just, oh God.
That was great.
I was, I was talking there too with you. She snubbed me.
Yeah, she didn't say anything about your voice.
I guess in the future when I go on flights to Japan,
I blew it.
When I kind of lose my voice, like I had from karaoke, I do kind of talk like that a little bit.
No, fuck
you
off.
were giving her the blow off.
Yeah.
I've heard this. Somebody comes up and you just kind of like, not gonna talk to you. He has it right there. He's just gonna
he's got it.
Don't talk. You don't need to.
I think she found the perfect solution to that, though, because you were blowing her off, and then she caught you so off guard.
Yeah, she
you
blew
were
you
ready
on.
for any response but that one. And you look over, and Rocco's face is like beet red. He's just like not prepared for that.
Your voice is very sexy.
I blew it.
Fuck, I blew it. So we went through security. This is the ending to the story. We went through security, which in Japan, oh my God, you don't have to take your shoes off. You don't have to do anything.
They're so nice.
They put the bag through the thing. Yeah, you're good. Okay, great. Get on the plane, flew back. We landed in San Francisco. We have to put our bags through security again in San Francisco in their customs. And this fucking asshole is running the whole thing.
We have to go through regular TSA.
No. Don't why would you put your shoes in the tray? Because that's what I've done at every other airport. No. Put the shoes out of the tray. Put your phone in your bag. Put the bag in the tray.
Put
not
your
shoes
belt
on
in
the
your
tray.
bag.
Put the belt in your bag. He's doing a fucking Mary Poppins number.
To me, and I am like, I don't know what the fuck is happening. Like, I'm getting confused. This poor Japanese guy next to me doesn't speak any English.
He just got into the U.S.
And he's like, hey, I already told you. Phone in the bag, shoes on the belt. I'm like,
the Japanese. There's one like Japanese older man who had his cell phone in like his shirt pocket, and the guy flicked the phone.
Yeah.
This doesn't go. What does this do? I already told you. You already messed this up. It goes in the bag. Yeah. Keys, passport, ticket, phone in the bag. Bag on the counter. Push it through.
I mean, it was just like, oh man, we are back in America.
Yeah, welcome home.
And it was such a shitty welcome. And Derek turned to me and said something I'll never forget. He said, in the U.S., they're fucking yelling at you. In Japan, they're whispering into your ear and giving you a boner. I want to move back.
That is what I said. Like the kid from Brooklyn.
I mean, it was that was like, I'll never forget that the rest of my life.
yeah, that was something.
It is. Yeah, it's true. Everybody in America, if they have even an ounce of authority, perceived authority over you, they want to exert it. They want to make you feel like you can't fucking say shit to them because they're the boss. What'd you say to me? I'll have you arrested. In Japan, the cops like fucking take your shoes off for you and fucking, wipe your butt for you. It's so...
We fly so many fucking times a year. I've done this rigmarole 10,000 times, and I was flustered by this motherfucker. So, what the fuck is wrong with that guy?
Yeah.
I want to say something back to him, but I'm not in a position of authority. I can't do anything. I got to just suck it up and take it and let him bully this Japanese man next to me and be like, sorry, dude, welcome to our country.
And it wasn't even that guy, too, because I'm waiting in line to go through the TSA, and some TSA agent, some lady, pushes me back. She's like, step back. And I was like, all right, step back. And then she's like, everybody in this line, you're going to go there. Everybody in that line, you're going to come talk to me. All right. And it's like, just fucking fuck off.
Yeah.
Man, so that we had that experience. We went home. We eventually made it back to San Diego. I'll speak from my personal experience when I got, we all went home after that. I thought, well, what's the number one thing to do when you get back from an international trip?
California burrito.
California burrito.
Knew it.
I went to, this was right before sleep. I went to local Mexican food place, ordered a California burrito and like a shrimp thing or whatever, shrimp taco. Took half an hour. Got it. They fucked up my whole order so bad. Literally everything I asked them to do, they did the opposite over. They did the opposite. Oh yeah, we gave you extra guacamole instead of this. We gave you this and this and this. And I had like a depression moment. It was like, like that whole afternoon, it was just all these things. I missed Japan. I was just like, everything was so organized and like nice and
It's a nice place.
everyone wanted to take care of me and
It was a very courteous, nice place.
So anyway, guys, we're thinking about it. We haven't talked to Kevin or Garrett. Garrett's not here. He waived his chance.
Yeah, this is my first time seeing you guys since the
I'm
trip.
thinking, let's move. Let's up and run. Listen, some of the guys that we talked to over there, we talked to them about like how much rent they're paying and stuff over there. Was so much cheaper than here in California.
Here's what I'm thinking.
Let's just do it.
We pitch a show to Netflix where we're Mega64, same shit, but we're in Japan, fucking with the Japanese people. Netflix fronts the bill. We just go out there for like 4 or 5 months, knock out the whole show, just live in Japan for half a year. What do you say? What do you say, Sean?
Yeah. Once Netflix signs that check, I'm there.
Now
You heard it here first, folks.
Netflix.
You heard how cheap it was to live out there. I mean, bring the family. Who cares? I mean, not that I was suggesting you'd leave them behind before,
right?
But bring the whole family. Granted, you'll be in a room probably half the size of the set.
I wasn't assuming I was going without them coming. They're coming.
But
yeah, sorry guys.
That's optional.
Everyone gets a corner of the room.
No, they're coming.
Your corner, my corner. I get the center. It's easy.
Yeah.
And then I get to hang out at the airport. You know.
Anyways, I
should give me your card.
I said it on Twitter. I'll say it again here. The shit we filmed is gonna make Logan Paul look like a pussy.
Yeah.
This fucking Logan Paul's video, Sesame Street.
Yeah.
Just wait till you see this shit we pulled.
We're gonna make Logan Paul look like Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Or
we're gonna make Logan Paul look like Ron Paul.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're gonna make Logan Paul look like Paul Simon.
Riser.
Yeah, Paul Reiser. And what was with Milk Duds? That's it. Waiting to see what we did. Oh, insensitive as fuck. That's not true.
Okay,
That's
well,
not, that part. I lied about that. I lied
Sure.
about that. But just comedy wise, you know, we always try to be as funny as Logan Paul.
Yeah, we try.
You know, we don't often hit the mark, but we're really trying our best this year, and hopefully we'll get there.
Yeah.
I had a dream. I just remembered this the other night that Logan Paul invited us to his mansion.
Did we go?
Yeah, and he like was really nice and like signed Mega64 to like his new like YouTube creators.
Oh, nice.
I just recalled like it was a nice dream. We were like in Logan Paul's mansion. It was really weird. He had like a yoga room and it was like
I'm sure he does.
progressively designed. And he was just like, yeah, you're gonna be like YouTube rich now because I really like you guys.
Well, okay.
So maybe we should be friends with Logan Paul.
I'll be friends if I can be YouTube rich.
We know someone who helped him with a bunch of his videos, but ever since a certain thing happened, I don't think he wants anyone to know that he did.
We won't talk about
Which
it.
he didn't have anything to do with any of the shitty stuff that he did, but I think he just doesn't. It's like,
Yeah.
But it all checks out. Hey, before we get too much further, I want to say thank you to our incredible sponsors. I already said Tenga.
Yeah.
I don't need to sponsor
Oh.
them. Well, I didn't do the jingle that they gave me. Jack off good, jack off better. It's all good.
We're getting wetter.
We're getting wetter. Oh, shit. Sorry. Anyway, jack off till you come with Tenga. All right. We already did it. Okay. So that's out of the way. Shop.mega64.com is a great place to get the best stuff. It's the best place to get the best stuff, in fact, because we've got everything. You name it, we got it. The best apparel, the best media, anything you could imagine that your heart desires, as long as it's to do with Mega64, we've got it. That's right. Just this last Friday, we restocked a couple hot items. In fact, one of them was never online before. We restocked the Ryder sweatshirt from our good friend Mariel. She did... you know her as Kinu Cakes on Twitter. A lot of you guys follow her. She did a sweatshirt for us earlier this year. It's finally back in stock, but it's already selling out. Like a size or two is already gone. So if you want it, get on that. And then Sean's new. This was a shirt Sean kind of put together with Jason Cryer. Was the electric baseball tee?
Yeah,
that went up in the store, and some of the sizes of that are gone too. So both of these items are selling really well. Those are in stock right now at shop.mega64.com. Another thing we like to do is the 64-hour special, which is shirts that are only available for 64 hours and then they're gone. Now, this week, we do have a shirt.
Oh.
It was a 64-hour special before.
Oh.
But we played it real low-key because we didn't know how it was going to go over, and it was like, maybe we shouldn't really, say much about this or promote it, whatever. But then the Joker movie hit this weekend.
Oh.
And the Joker has taken over all forms of media. And we thought, you know what? A lot of people missed out on this one. So, hey, guys, we're not doing this again. I would say after this week, let's fucking retire the Joker thing because the fucking world is obsessed with the Joker now. Yeah, see? I'm saying we'll retire it after this week, but this is your last chance, the Joker update shirt. It is up right now, shop.mega64.com. A lot of people missed out on that the first time. This is your last chance. We're going to do it one more time.
Wow.
And that's it.
What
the
a
Joker is dead after this.
You know what's funny is we brought that, we had a couple left over from the 65 special last time. Brought them to PAX West. Just like, hey, you know what, throw them in there. Sold out in 2 seconds. I couldn't believe it, honestly. So that's a hot shirt.
It really is. Again, my timeline was 90. Like looking at Twitter and Facebook and stuff like that, my fucking social media was like 90% Joker stuff.
Did you see
this
it
last week? No, I wanted to see it before the podcast, and I asked a bunch of people if they wanted to go. All of them gave me joke answers. No one was serious.
I was one of those people.
What'd you say?
He gave me a serious answer. You were the one person that was serious.
Oh, okay.
Want to share what you said?
I have too much sex and I won't understand the movie.
Yeah, so he's the one guy with a serious answer. But everyone else joked, and it was like, now here's the thing. I would have no problem. I'll see a movie by myself. I don't give a shit. But there was like a stigma around that with this one. This movie, theaters were like, we don't know. Some of these people going by themselves. Some theaters might not allow that. It's like, what the fuck?
I thought, honestly, a fan of ours made this thing. I could be off on this, so forgive me. But I thought he made this thing, put it on a thing. It's like, AMC is not letting individual ticket buyers. You have to have a partner with you to go to this movie. Sorry, whatever. And he took a picture of it and posted on social media, and it blew up.
Oh, yeah.
Later, I saw him say, "What have I done? What have I done?"
Yeah,
So-
well, there were a
that's
few
not
different,
fair.
but there were a few different ones of
Most
those.
I don't know if
people
that's
going to
real.
This movie are like loner loser virgins. So like 90% of
Wait,
the audience is not allowed. to
Yeah,
go.
why not me?
I'm at the point in my life where if I go see a movie, it's like I find myself like, oh my God, I have 3 hours. I'm just gonna go. I don't have time to call any of my friends. I'm just going because I can do it. I've never go to movies with people now. It's all by myself. That's how I do it.
But so I wanted to go, but it was all that. But it was also just like it being opening weekend. I didn't want to be around that fucking crowd. Like on my, you know what I mean? It's like I would have gone if other people could, but I'll try. I'm still gonna try to see it.
Yeah, I might see it later.
Because I want to talk about it. I do want to talk about it on the podcast. But
Maybe you won't after you see it.
yeah.
Maybe
Who
you'll be
knows?
Like, yeah, I got nothing to say.
But anyway, yeah, so we'll see. But yeah, so that's. I don't know if there will be any more Joker updates because I feel like the updates are out. Like,
You know what?
what else can be said?
Here's the thing: if they do another Jared Leto Joker,
Yeah.
I'm back on the update
They are.
train. Are they? Is
Yeah.
he, I know they're doing Birds of Prey, but I don't know
I
if
don't know
he's in
Hollywood
that.
movie, but what are they doing? Like, I could have sworn they announced something.
Well, I
for
know
Joker.
that there's a Harley Quinn movie. I
Yeah.
just don't think he's
Which
in it.
looks terrible.
Well, I don't.
I'm just gonna say
well, I'm not.
there's this affinity for Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, and she wasn't good. There's this idea that like everyone sucked but her in Suicide Squad, and she was awful in that movie. She's a great actress, and she's just wasted in that part, and it makes me feel bad because it's like she should be like they cast her in what was it?
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Well, that, but
Yeah.
what Tanya Harding, whatever that.
Tanya.
I Tanya.
I, Tanya.
She's good. Like
Yeah.
she's really good, and I wish she was doing more shit that was good. But like this, I don't know. It's like she's doing an impression of Harley Quinn. I don't know.
Probably getting paid millions of dollars.
Well, definitely.
Yeah.
Paycheck.
Yeah, but it looks awful. So anyway,
They're all awful.
yeah.
I watched a documentary on the plane that I didn't know existed. So how this went by me, I have no idea. But it was called Apollo 11. It was like in theaters. There's no narrator. They just found all this old ass footage and just show it to you. And it tells the whole story. And like some of these shots are like, how the fuck did you get this? It's like a helicopter shot of all the people lined up to watch the launch, and it pans over across the way, and the rocket's going up. And it's like, where the fuck has this been? This is sick. So check out Apollo 11. It was radical.
You see the sequel, Apollo 13.
I can't wait.
Sean, I told you about that
Apollo
documentary
18.
multiple times when it went to theaters.
No.
And I was like, do you know about this? And you were like, what the fuck? Every time.
So something my brain can't retain.
Could not
this
retain
movie
that. You
until I
finally
saw
got
it.
through.
Because I kept seeing stuff for it, and I'm like, I think Sean wants to see this.
I do.
think he will want to see this.
I did.
Oh, it was an IMAX.
But at least you saw it in the proper venue on
Plane.
a plane screen.
I
that
said
big.
70 millimeter as an option. I
Yeah.
saw it on a plane.
It
screen.
was like stunning footage.
It was stunning. Well, I'm going to buy that. That's something that like I want to own. So
I, yesterday, along with our cameraman, Johnny, my girlfriend, and a couple of friends, went to Dark Harbor in Long Beach yesterday, which is the haunted house extravaganza set up on the Queen Mary.
whoa.
Nice.
I don't know. Do you guys like haunted houses?
I have fun with them.
I don't.
They're fun.
at all.
I love them.
I walk a line with them. I don't like shit jumping out at me, but if they're just goofy and fun, yeah. I don't know.
No, Rocco, I don't think you do.
I don't think Rocco
I
likes
think I
haunted
like it more
houses
than
either.
you do.
No,
and I don't like it.
Yeah, not really. Not really.
Like when we do the thing, the Marshall Scotty
the-
thing.
yeah.
I had,
Scotty's Trail.
I
Yeah,
had
but you
fun
had the
doing,
thing. You
yeah,
had like the-
yeah.
like
I don't
the-
want shit jumping out at
Right.
me, but I'll walk through it.
Sure.
Stay away from me.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of the opposite of the point of a haunted house.
Yeah.
They're there
Yeah.
to scare you.
Yeah.
But this one was 6 haunted, I guess they're kind of like haunted mazes, haunted house attractions set up on the Queen Mary, which is kind of like the Titanic.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, the Queen Mary is like an old ass ship that's been in LA for
Yeah.
a while.
Yeah, so they set one up kind of in like the steam room, like
Oh,
the,
cool.
the pool area, and then they have stuff like on the harbor. It was very interesting. You buy a ticket and then you go in, and it's kind of like haunted Disneyland or like the Del Mar Fair. Like
Whoa.
there's all these circus performers, like stages and stuff.
Yeah.
They have food vendors and then like these different mazes. It was pretty cool. The mazes were hit or miss. What I'm just gonna get to brass tacks about it. What sucks really is all throughout the park are these actors who are dressed up like Harley Quinn and Jared Leto cosplayers. Like they're all evil clowns.
Joker update.
Yeah, and they think they're there like to scare you, so they walk up behind you and then they'll just like scream in your face, ah! Or they'll just like be like scarily annoying.
Oh, I hate
You know,
that.
like just Johnny put it best. He's like, these are all like goth theater kids.
Yeah.
That like have nothing
Yeah.
better to do with their time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they'll just follow you around and be like, what are you doing in my park? Get the fuck out of here. You're going to die.
Oh, Jesus
it's like-
Christ.
I'm not going to die and I'm not going to leave because I bought a ticket to this.
We better get out of here, guys.
we gotta work this out.
Yeah,
All right, I
didn't realize.
I don't know. Shut up. Somebody, like one guy had like a croquet mallet and he like hit a ball and it was rolling across the ground. So like I picked it up. I was going to toss it back to him and I did. And he's like, what are you picking up my ball for? You're not supposed to do that. And he's like dressed like a clown. And then this female clown comes up. I don't know where she fucking got this from, but she runs up and she goes, how would you like it if we kicked you in the balls? And I was thinking like, did you hear the conversation we were having, ma'am? Like nobody's talking about kicking anyone in the balls. Like,
Jeez.
what the fuck is going on here?
fuck?
Yeah, it
Is
sounds
this-
like bad improv.
Yeah, it's really
It does.
bad improv. And I was like, is this scary or like annoying?
See, that's
I
the
can't
thing.
tell.
sounds more annoying
Haunted
to me.
houses to me are scary and I hate it, or annoying and I hate it. Like I can't win. I feel like there's nothing I'm gonna get out of this.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be scarier. I wished it was scarier. With that being said, I had a fucking great time. It was
Yeah, they were
so
fun.
like there was just cool theming stuff set up all over the place. They were blasting the fog machines in there. So everything was like in this mist of fog. And a couple of the mazes were really cool. There was one called Intrepid, which starts, I swear to God, it was like Dark Souls or Bloodborne.
Oh, no kidding.
You start on this train and then you come out the back of the train. There's a sign that says like, welcome to Edinburgh. And
Whoa.
it's like you're in a graveyard in a cathedral and, you know, there's like ghouls walking around and like haunted nuns and it goes into this like swamp. Then we felt like we were on Dagobah. Like that one was really cool.
That's cool.
Some of the other ones were a little lame, but you know, they have like bar areas set up. I'm going to get a reputation for being like an alcoholic. I really don't drink that much, please. I know I talk about it every podcast, but they had like secret bars that were set up in the mazes. And sometimes like you couldn't get to them unless you took like an alternate path.
Oh.
And I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah.
And the food was really delicious. Super
What
expensive.
kind of stuff do they have?
They had like Loco fries, which was like carne asada French fries with nacho cheese and pico de gallo and like lime and garlic. That was really good. They had like bacon wrapped hot dogs that were like this big
Fuck
with grilled onions, grilled green peppers, and like they just give you a
that's the way
grilled
you do it.
jalapeno with it. The food was really good.
Well, I remember we were walking through Japan at one point, and we were just like, "Oh, street dog sounds good." I don't know why that came up.
Because it was late at night walking
Yeah.
to Japan. And
Yeah.
in LA, we have a street dog.
Yeah,
How was
really.
the street food? Was there street food? Like carts?
Yeah,
and stuff?
it was like that. The octopus
Takoyaki.
balls.
Yes.
And there was fried gyoza. Gyoza. That was
Yeah.
Yeah,
good.
gyoza's good.
Yeah, we had takoyaki just off the street.
Yeah. I had same with
we
the
were sitting
gyoza.
on the steps in the like a
that's so
river through Osaka, and it was just like right behind us. So we got that, and then after we got out of the bar, the karaoke bar, Kevin, it was awesome. It was one of my favorite parts of the whole trip was it's fucking super late at night at that point, and it's like okay, and then the guys who were showing us around, they were like, well, you know, the one thing that is still available when the bars get out, what? Good ass ramen. Are you fucking serious? We ducked into this. I mean, the smallest place, and it was the best fucking ramen.
Yeah, it's
oh
usually
my
like
god,
was it
it
like
was
a lot
so
of
good.
seats just around a small kitchen.
Yes.
Yeah, it was
that's
just
how
a
it always
little.
is. And it's so good.
It was awesome. Just incredible.
Everything that we did, I kept saying like, I can't believe that we're fucking here.
I was so stoked you were able to go.
Yeah, me
because
too.
I was
I
was jazzed.
this-
it's a new world.
It is, and this trip was so last minute. Like this wasn't a secret we were keeping from you guys that we were going to this place. Like we didn't know we were going like 5 days before.
Seriously,
we're
like
in Japan.
a couple weeks ago, I wouldn't have known.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, like I'm like, how the fuck
Yep.
did we get here? Like it's
It
crazy.
was so fast that
Yeah.
it happened. But it really was like you were. I don't want to speak for you, Derek, but you really. There was one point where you were seriously like, "This is the best place I've ever been," or something.
Yeah, it
Seriously,
was.
you really did say something
It
like
was
that.
the
You were like,
best, most amazing city I've ever visited in the entire world. We went to Paris. We went to
Edinburgh?
Scotland,
Yeah.
Edinburgh. I've been to New York, Vegas, New Orleans, San
Beat out
Francisco.
Vegas?
I've been there, baby.
Victorville.
Victorville,
Oh, no,
Santee,
yeah,
California.
draw a line.
All those places suck compared to Osaka.
It really.
I'm
was
sorry.
incredible.
If you go to Japan, be warned, you're going to be fucking over America. It's just, it ruins it for you.
Yeah, you're gonna be like,
It
this
ruins
place
it. Yeah,
sucks.
you're going to be like, this place sucks. I came here today. I was in San Diego. I was getting in my car. I was in North Park, San Diego, about to drive to the podcast. And I'm starting my car. I'm putting on the radio and I make a phone call. And I'm just talking on the phone. And I see a homeless guy pull his dick out and start pissing on the street. Fuck! What the fuck is going on
in
here?
Japan, he would have asked if it was okay.
Yeah, he would have knocked on the window and be like, "Sumimasen."
Like, yeah, this isn't gonna get in your way, is it? Oh no, it's fine. All right, I will piss here. You
We
know?
saw 2 homeless people in Osaka, and one of them was debatable. I don't know if he was homeless or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought like Osaka's a way bigger city. They have these giant mega structures. Everything is like 8 stories tall. They have this huge subway system,
Yeah.
and it's so much like
It
cleaner
was
and well organized and
eerie.
nicer
There's like
than San Diego.
thousands of people walking down the streets trying to get to their subway or their train or wherever they need to go, and all you hear is footsteps.
Yep.
No one's blasting
silent.
music or
Yeah.
screaming or
Honking the
talking.
horn
It
or
is
anything.
it is just footsteps and them going to. It was a little creepy, honestly. I was like, this is weird.
Now that being said, I almost took a shit on the street in Osaka. I was
Typical American.
I was on the 7th floor of a department store when suddenly like a nuke hit my gut, and I was like, "Oh fuck, dude! Like I don't know where the bathroom is here, and I can't ask anybody." I was
Yeah.
by myself, and our hotel was I don't know 8 blocks away.
yeah, it's a ways away.
It was a ways away, and I was like, I got to get back to the hotel right fucking now. And I'm like in the elevator, like breaking out into like a cold sweat. I'm like speed walking through the streets of Osaka, and in my mind, I'm thinking like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I don't know if I'm gonna make it to the hotel. I'm about to shit my pants here. I have a flight today. I can't shit in my pants because then I'm not getting on the plane. So then I'm thinking like, you're gonna have to shit in a bush. You're gonna have to like spare your pants and just defecate in a bush. I'm thinking like, I'm going to get arrested. You know, these Japanese people are not going to tolerate this American dude shitting in a bush in Osaka.
oh my god!
At least you're leaving.
Yeah, at least I was getting
Do it
out of
in-
there.
do it in Florida.
It was one of those situations where every crosswalk I came to, it was automatically green. And I'm thinking like there is a God.
Hey.
And he's looking out for me right
well,
now.
on the other end of the story,
Yeah.
real quick, Derek says he wants to go to the 7th floor. Rocco like, we're done shopping. We're just going to go back to the hotel. So we start walking back, and we don't dally. We're just walking, and we get there, and then someone's in our bathroom. It's like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
how is this possible?
We left before Derek.
Like, well
And
before Derek.
We got into the room and the bathroom was locked. I'm like, what the fuck?
Like,
Is
who's
someone-
in there?
Is someone in here?
It was
Hey
Derek.
guys, it's me. I was like, what the fuck?
I was like, how the fuck
But-
did you do that?
but
Broke
not
time
These
and
guys
space.
were about to kick the door down.
yeah, because we just thought, well, it must have been locked
who
or
was in
something.
the bathroom?
Yeah, we thought it was
I
locked
just
from the
figured
inside
you
or
would
something.
figure out what happened.
No.
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 It was like,
why would we know?
What the?
Yeah, because we thought,
And I'm like,
Derek's back at the store.
I'm in here. Like, oh.
Well, here,
I seriously thought I like locked it and locked it. You know what I mean? Like I thought I locked it
yeah,
from the inside.
we
or something.
went straight back. We didn't see you. There's one way we thought you could go, and
Yeah.
you were you teleported to the bathroom.
yeah,
you
flew.
underestimate Derek's speed when he needs to shit.
Yeah, I guess I did.
But let it not be said, and not, I mean, like the toilets. I mean, everybody talks about Japanese toilets, but man, I didn't even need to wipe once. Oh my god, just jet blast.
Yeah.
Did you really use the bidet?
Oh, 100%.
Wait,
Waste not, want
Yeah,
not.
you
Come
didn't
on.
use it, Derek?
Did you not?
No.
Oh,
Oh my god.
no! You
What?
got experience Japan in all
Dude,
its forms.
so you didn't really experience Japan then, huh?
All of it.
The toilets kind of pissed me off.
Why?
What?
Because they have these like weight sensors. The moment you sit on it,
Yeah.
this thing fucking like it turns on like a blender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck
It's
is
ready.
happening. I'm
It's
like,
ready to serve
all
you.
the controls are like in Japanese, and I'm like, where's
Oh.
the fucking off button? This
seat's
thing's gonna
warm.
annihilate
Yeah.
me.
It warmed up
Warmed
for
up
me.
the seat for you, and then blast you.
Yeah, and you can even calibrate.
does
like
it?
my asshole's here.
Does it blast you while you're shitting?
No, you hit the button to get blasted when you want.
do you
What,
off?
what happens? Because it seriously, like, it would start making noise, and I always hit the off button.
Because it's like
No.
a little.
It sends the jet. Like
Yeah.
a tool comes out.
It gets
and
ready.
then-
Yeah, I thought there was a fucking alien probe coming for
Yeah,
me. I
it
like,
was.
What the fuck is this protrusion?
Oh,
like,
dude, it was
the toilet's
awesome.
popping a boner,
No.
and I'm sitting on
You dry
it. Like,
off or something? Like I don't like.
The,
when
the
you get-
toilet told me my voice was very sexy, and so no, but yeah, it just thing comes out and then it blasts your ass,
It
and you
hits
position yourself. You could make it like, oh, the stream. Yeah, let's kick it back
It
a
hits
few
you right
inches.
in the butthole.
What?
Yeah, well, you position it.
You
so
position
that
it.
does.
Yeah.
So it like
Yeah,
sprays
you
your
gotta, like,
legs
bullseye.
first.
No, no.
It's hitting you, but it's like, oh, it's not quite going in the hole.
Yeah.
and then you just there we go.
That sounds like
and
a
then I
fucking
go.
reverse claw machine.
Now,
like,
yeah,
it's like
yeah,
Battleship.
Yeah, it is, and the prize is way better.
I will say the first time I did it, I went, oh.
yeah,
Whoa.
that's
Oh,
the
these
feeling
guys
I
are-
don't want.
These
But-
guys are noobs.
No, but then after
I feel like
after
it'd be like tickling
the
me.
end of the trip, I was like, I got this. No
it was great.
problem.
That
No
it's-
problem.
You got poopy butt, and it's blasting it with water, and
Yeah.
then it's ricocheting poopy butt water like on your
No.
legs.
What? You're
No, it's
sitting down the
precise.
It,
toilet.
honestly, it
It's
sounds
precise.
messy and
No.
gross.
After
clean.
using it, I was like, why the fuck aren't all American
I thought the
toilets
same
like this?
thing,
What the
Rocco.
fuck?
I had the same thing.
What
You know
the
you can.
fuck?
And then
you
I
can
went-
buy those for your toilet.
I
do know
went
that,
to
yeah.
look at it. Yeah, you know what? Someone we know did that to all their toilets, but I don't know if I could speak for him. And he wants me to televise this, but a very popular YouTuber did that to all his toilets, and I appreciated it very
There are
much.
shops here in San Diego that sell them.
Yeah, I got to get on that
Yep.
because I did that. I even did the check. I'm
You
like,
only know one
I'm gonna
popular
give me the
YouTuber.
toilet paper. I'm gonna make
Scouted
sure. I'm gonna make sure I did the right thing. Spick and span. You could eat out of my ass.
it doesn't dry you off, huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. It does. It blows air.
It blows air. Some of them do.
Okay.
Blows air.
Yeah,
Now
no,
you're getting
my-
inflated.
This
too.
one didn't. This
one
one
didn't
didn't.
blow
But I
air.
just did a little. I just
Yeah.
did a little like.
So this
Yeah.
dude's-
It was like getting out of the
this dude's
shower.
sopping wet.
I was just getting out of
Get out of
the
the shower.
You got a
yeah,
wet ass.
a toilet shower.
No,
I
but it
don't
wasn't
fucking
toilet
take a
water.
shit and then get in the shower.
This
and
guy-
position the nozzle
this
straight
guy
in my butthole.
But
talked
you
about
could,
this
and
guy
you'd be
talked
clean.
about how much he loved Japan and is dissing the best part of it.
Yeah, yeah. You
This is
didn't even
blowing my mind.
experience it.
Honestly,
This is blowing my
the
mind.
toilets kind of pissed me off. Too high tech.
Well, the other toilets they
I'm a
have there
simple
are the
man.
ones you squat over like a hole in the ground. So maybe that was more.
I'm a
your
simple
speed.
man of simple means.
But
Good old
anyway,
American toilet for me.
but
No,
no.
they have a space station control panel, and I just
Yeah.
hit the off button.
No. I thought I'm here. I'm gonna experience it all.
you know what?
Like a
Derek
countdown.
dissed me when I got the first iPhone. Derek was like, "What is that? You don't need this. What is this?"
Yeah, I'm old school.
He can't. He's not
I
with
don't-
the future.
I don't like
Yeah.
technology. I
Well-
like doing things for yourself, not having the machine live your life for you.
If you go to Japan,
And yet he loves Terminator 2. Explain that.
try it.
yeah, there's a cautionary tale.
Try it once. Try it. see what you think. I liked it. I'm on board.
Yeah, I've never done it, so I don't know.
Yeah, me neither. But you know what? When you're in Rome,
Go out to your garden right now, grab a hose, spray it at your butthole.
Yeah, do it.
no,
tell me
because
if you
that
like
water
it.
will be cold.
Tell me if
this
you like
water
it.
was nice and warm, and it was great.
I'm like clenching right now just listening to you. Ugh. This would be me on the bidet.
That was me the first time I did it, and then by the
It's what let's
the
but like
end of
let's
it-
get real. Let's get real. It's warm water in your asshole. That's not gonna suck.
No, it didn't suck.
Like what's the
Now,
what's the bad
here's the
equation
thing.
here?
You can change the pressure on it. I didn't go full blast.
You-
I didn't.
Oh,
I
that's
was
crazy.
scared of
Oh,
that.
How do you
I
gauge
went
the pressure?
I looked at that panel. I couldn't read what it said. I went thrill me. And
Power
it
wash.
did the job. This thing. Oh my god. Fucking.
Well,
What?
we did it.
The bidet.
I plan to. I was racing to get Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest 11 came out on the Switch right before our trip, and I was like, dude, I got hours of flights, and this just came out. Like, how could it be any better? And I never even got around to playing it. But I did play a lot of Link's Awakening, the remake. I hadn't played it a lot the last podcast.
Yeah.
I'm at the end now. It's not a long. It's not like a very long game, but I'm at like I'm about to go to like the last dungeon or whatever.
Did you
But,
defeat the tower?
yes.
That's actually, I've been streaming the whole game. I left off on the tower to go to Japan. I will resume the stream this week if everybody wants to stick with me.
Yeah, you've been
Yeah.
doing it. You
from
were
beginning
doing it
to end.
every day.
Yeah, I never played this game before, so I was doing it beginning to end. I had to pause temporarily for my Osaka adventure.
Yeah.
And then I was just so tired coming back. I couldn't get up at 11
Yeah, I was probably
a.m. I think tomorrow we might be busy
We're
with
filming.
Mega64 stuff.
Yeah.
So tune in Tuesday right here to the Mega64 podcast Twitch stream, and you will see me complete
Yeah.
Link's Awakening.
I got the Untitled Goose Game that everyone was talking about.
Yeah, you know what? I kept
I got
hearing
that
about
too,
it,
but I didn't play it yet.
Same here. I bought it and I haven't played it.
I think this game is perfect for me and my family. Like the kids are
Yeah.
laughing hysterically at the whole thing. At this goose is fucking these people's days up. They fucking love it. I don't know if I played it on my own and what I would think of it, but like
Okay.
it is like. Go in the mindset of like, yeah, my 5-year-old thinks this is fucking hilarious. You know, like it was like that. Like I've had a great time playing it, but you know, it's just because I'm making the whole family laugh with it. But
Yeah, I'm gonna try it this coming week and I'll see.
Yeah.
see what's up. But yeah, Link's Awakening. I'm liking it a lot. I think they did a fantastic job. If you're remaking a game, you can't ask for better than this. To me, visually it looks great. They didn't fuck with the translation. The original Game Boy translation was so like cute and bubbly. Like I can't help you. I'm just a kid. Wow, this looks pretty snazzy. Wow, they didn't fuck with that. It's all the way that it was, which didn't need. It was already good. And what I'm most impressed by is the music in the game. It's all redone because just like graphically, it was all redone. The music is all redone, but the Game Boy music is almost an instrument in it. Do you know what I mean? Like this dungeon will have a new orchestral version of the music, but you'll still hear the doo 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 from the Game Boy version in there. I've never heard anything like that. It's really, really impressive. So they did a fantastic job. I will say, though, just personally, this isn't a mark on them or anything. This is the best they could have possibly done. But I do think the game is a little, in my opinion, cuter in the context of the original Game Boy game. Like how do I explain it? It's just this cute little 10 or 12 hour game within the context of the original Game Boy game. It's really impressive. Do you know what I mean? It's like, wow, they did all this on a little Game Boy. Playing it as a new console game, it is a little bit like, oh, it's only this long. Oh, it's only this. Oh, it's only that. So I still am going to say I probably prefer the Game Boy one because, again, it's like I said this before. It's like Resident Evil Revelations on the 3DS versus when you put it on a console. It was really impressive that they did that on a 3DS. When you put it on a console, it's like, well, this is cool, but you know what I mean? It doesn't quite dazzle you in the same way.
Right.
I'm still, if people say, oh, is it worth $60? I still think it is. They still
Still a Zelda
did
game.
a totally impressive job. I'm not someone who judges a game based on how many hours it is, so
Right.
I don't play that game. But I still think it dazzles me a little bit more, maybe in the context of a Game Boy game. But they did a fantastic job. I don't know if that makes sense, but anyway. I don't know what you think of it so far, or what your take on it is so far, but I'm still
enjoying
loving it. I'm loving it.
I never played the Game Boy game, so it's just. And then recently, I played Link's Awakening for the first time. No, I'm sorry, Link to the Past.
Link to the
for
Past,
the first
right.
time.
Yeah.
So it feels very similar to that. I feel like of all the Zelda games I've played, those two are the most similar. You
Yeah.
know, like versus Ocarina of Time
Right.
to Majora's Mask to Twilight Princess to Breath of the Wild. It seems like every Zelda is kind of a different experience. But Link to the Past and Link's Awakening they feel exactly the same.
Yeah.
Link's Awakening has admittedly a much less intriguing and engulfing story.
Definitely, yeah.
There's essentially no story to it. It's
A
almost
little bit.
like
There's like one thread through
you
it.
know, what was that Metal Gear Solid game that came after Metal Gear Solid? It was like VR missions.
Yeah.
This feels like the VR missions of Link to the Past.
Yeah.
It's just more dungeons, more puzzles, more world to explore.
Yeah.
But we're not going to give you this really crazy, dramatic story.
Yeah, it's got a thread connecting all of it, but not necessarily a story in that same way.
I'm enjoying it, for the first time ever experiencing it. I'm having fun. It's like, oh yeah, doing more dungeons.
It's a cute game. It's a cute game. Again, when it was in the Game Boy context, it really was impressive. Like, okay, you love, Link to the Past on a console. Well, that's a console game. They're going to give me a Zelda game on a portable? How are they even going to pull that off? So it was very impressive at that time. And so I still think I point to that version as like, whoa. You know what I mean? Like, it's so impressive that they did all that in that little package. As a full-blown console game, it's a little less impressive in that regard. But it's, again, a whole new generation is going to discover it, and they did a fantastic job. So, yeah. So it's been great. I really wanted to revisit that game, and getting to do it in this way has been rad. But I'm gonna beat this soon and move on to Dragon Quest XI. Finally, I'll try the Goose Game. And then there was something else. Oh, I ordered the physical copy, but I haven't got it yet. But how awesome is it that this month we're getting? I've been dying to replay the Ghostbusters game that came out in like 2009 or whenever that was. That was a great game. That came to Switch. I ordered it. I haven't got it yet, but I'm going to replay that. And at the end of the month, Luigi's Mansion 3.
Yeah.
Which,
Dang.
how did we get the two best ghost-busting genre games in
Same
one 30-day
Crazy.
span? I'm surprised. Anyway.
It's Halloween season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
dude.
I'm just surprised. Out of all the years that these could have aligned, it did now. I don't know. Very impressive.
Cool.
I didn't. You said cool. It sounded like you weren't really that impressed.
I'm gonna get it.
I'm not buying it.
I'm gonna get Luigi's Mansion.
I'm stoked.
Did you play Luigi's Mansion 2?
No, I haven't played any of them.
You know what's
You've
funny?
never played any of them?
Any of
So
them?
good.
You got to go
Really?
back. Yes, you can't start at 3.
Oh, sure I can.
First one is
won't get it.
awesome.
I got it.
It's not going to make any sense.
First one is awesome, but it really is weird how it played out. 2 was just the 3DS game.
Yeah.
And I don't know anyone else that played it. I'm like, yeah. I mean, it was a good game, right? Yeah, it's fantastic. But
So
every
good.
time I bring him up, people are like, no, I never saw the second one. Where was that? And it was like, oh, it's a 3DS game. It was good. It's just weird that it went from portable to console. I don't know. It's kind of odd. And I don't know if I like the second one as much as the first one. But I don't know. The first one had this fresh thing, and the second one, by that point, didn't. But it was a great game. I mean, I don't know. I apples and oranges. But the third one, I'm really excited for. I've been dying to like get back into that. And then
Yeah.
Luigi, come on.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited for that. But yeah, I think that's it.
Well, I think this was a kick-ass podcast.
Yeah.
We did a lot this week. And we can talk more about Japan.
Feels-
I'm sure we'll say more.
Feels a little douchey to review our own podcast. At
No,
the end.
I just
I'm gonna take that out. Cut that out
No,
on Tuesday.
I refuse. There are times that you do something, you feel good about it. I think you can say that.
Well, I'd
I
wait for it
fucking
to be
nailed
over before I pass judgment.
There are
I
it's
think
not
we're
over?
about
yeah,
halfway.
we could fucking ruin it
Yeah, second
real
half
quick.
might
We could
suck.
spike it. Well, let's see. The first half, we already talked about dead parents like at the beginning.
Yeah.
and we got through that. I don't know if we can ruin it at this point.
I'm
And the toilet debate, that could have been bad, but we got through that too. Shit.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh, I got it. I got it. We'll end on this. Everyone ready?
I'm ready.
Ready? Everyone set? Okay.
Yeah.
I think the podcast should go longer.
That's okay. Well,
Oh, fuck.
that's what you think.
Oh, don't. Thought there'd be a lot more.
I think you could masturbate better.
Everyone can masturbate better.
Yeah.
Everyone can masturbate better. If you think that you can't masturbate better, you're fucking delusional. And you should see a psychiatrist.
Yeah, that's how we'll ruin the podcast. We'll point this at the fans.
Yeah.
You guys could all masturbate a lot better.
Yeah.
Good fucking luck.
If you think you
And good fucking night.
There's one more thing. Shut up. There's one more thing I wanted to add, everybody. Mega64 Game Days is coming this November 9th and 10th in Anaheim, California. You can go to mega64.com/game days for all the information and tickets, because day one of Game Days is a mini convention event. We got a ton of guests. It's going to be us there. It's going to be VG Donkey. Leah is going to be there. We got Gerard the Completionist and comedian mastermind Neil Hamburger, plus more, all in attendance. We have a ton of booths that are going to be there. Again, it's like a mini convention. It's going to last the whole day. It's great. And then day two, we're all going to go to California Adventure. Come see us there. Go to mega64.com/game days. Get your tickets for the day one event. You could do it right now. In fact, the prices were supposed to go up, but then we went to Japan, and I don't think anyone did that. So if this is your last chance, if you want to get tickets right now at a lower price, go and do it now. They may not last much longer, but thank you to everybody who I cannot wait to celebrate this with you guys. Game Days is going to be so awesome. So check that out. And also, if you're at home, maybe you're not going anywhere, you're going to sit home and be entertained there, go to patreon.com/mega64. We put up a bunch of stuff. We put up a bunch of us playing. We did Mario Maker levels for Friend Dimension. A bunch of new episodes of that went up, and there's more to come down the pipeline. So it's always a good thing to check out patreon.com/mega64. Check those things out. That's all. Good night.